Welcome to Insights Out with Dr. Jim. Today's episode is a tribute to someone very special in my life, Christine, my orchid angel. Christine's love for life, her ability to face challenges with grace, and her kindness have shaped my journey in ways words cannot fully express. Today, I want to share her story, a collection of beautiful moments and life lessons that continue to inspire me. Through this episode, I hope to honor her memory. Christine's legacy will forever live in my heart. And this is for you, Christine. You always grow. I first met Christine on Christmas Eve of 2015 at St. Martin's Church. That church was next to the Airbnb I booked in Melbourne. On that winter, we came from Shanghai trying to look around to see whether we can find a place to settle down when next year we move to Melbourne. The Christmas time was quiet, nowhere to go, so I took my son to the next church for their Christmas service. I was totally new to Melbourne. At that day, holding my son's hand, uncertain about what the future is going to happen. And there she was, warm, smiling, welcoming. Of course, when I see an Asian lady in church, the first thing I do was talking to her. But before that, she already saw me, truly saw me standing there, bit awkward, didn't know how to start the conversation. So here she is. Without any hesitation, she opened her heart. The very next day, Christine invited my family to the Christmas lunch at the church, where we met the kindest souls, people who would later become a part of our journey here in Melbourne. That was the moment I realized the Melbourne could feel like home. Christine made it possible for us to feel that sense of belonging. It was because of her that we decided to settle down in the neighborhood of her home. When we moved here in June 2016, Christine made sure that we landed softly. She helped us find a rental house, ensuring we had a place to step into, especially when winter was just around the corner. I will never forget the warmth of the heating in that house on a cold night. It wasn't just the warmth, it was the love from Christine. She opened her heart and arm to welcome a stranger family into her life. You always grow. Christine's love for life was contagious. After our first Christmas together, our friendship blossomed. We kept email communication until one day she sent me email saying, "We are coming to China. She and her husband Cliff is going to visit my hometown Shanghai." So when they were here, they explored with such childlike wonders. They later on tell me all the stories about Shanghai that I never know before. They visit every corner, tasted every street food, and every piece of the culture in Shanghai. Christian was especially amazed by Chinese medicine and enjoyed every massage. And she bought so many gifts for the family back home and Singapore. She was just like a kid. What struck me the most was her ability to see China through fresh eyes in ways that I never noticed before. She taught me that Chinese art chopsticks make the best souvenir. That saved my life. I bought 10 pieces of chopsticks and gave to my friends in Melbourne. They all loved it. Now I pass on this advice and secret to you. Christine wasn't just a friend. She was a mentor, guiding me through my new life in Melbourne. Before I moved here, I was all about work and didn't know how to cook, how to look after a family, or how to live a balanced life with hobbies. I thought I was a boring person. Christine showed me how to use local libraries to borrow books for free, how to make simple yet delicious avocado chicken sandwich, which was our favorite lunchbox now, and how to see beauty in restoring old things, whether it was a piece of discarded furniture or my own old clothes. Now I found joy in restoring everything. I hate to buy new stuff now. I just found it was so fulfilling if I devote myself to give something a second life. That's magical experience. Through her devotion to God and her family, she showed me the true meaning of selfless love and care. Christine was a fighter, even with all the health challenges she faced. I never heard once she complained. The last time, which was Monday, I visited her in the hospital. Doctor told us she has 1 week time. But when I saw her, I was surprised. She said nothing happened to her. She joked about my hair still being black and said she hadn't had time to dye her because she was busy at visiting hospitals. Now she was expert in the hospital meals, who offer the best lunch. Even then, she didn't tell me that she had been undergoing dialysis 3 times a week for the past year until her son told me. Before I left her hospital room, she insisted I take a bunch of orchid with me. It was her favorite flower and her final gift to me, a blessing that I will carry with me forever. In that simple gesture, she reminded me to live fully and find beauty even in the toughest time in life. Now, as I reflect on the time I spent with Christine, I realize she was my guiding angel in every step of my transition from Shanghai to Melbourne, especially when I felt homesick. I often thought of Christine, how she left Singapore in her early 20s, moved to Melbourne, and raised up 2 beautiful sons with far fewer resources than we have today. Through her resilience and love, she showed me that home is not just a place, it's where we choose to put our heart. To conclude today's session, I would like to share a song I wrote for Christine today, Orchid Angel, to honor her strength, love, and grace. May we all be blessed with someone like Christine in our lives, an angel who brings warmth, light, and love, making our journey a little brighter and our hearts a little fuller. Till next time, take care. You're my orchid angel, soft yet strong, a bloom that lingers, a love lifelong. Through every season, through every storm, you gave me warmth, you kept me strong. Now you shine where the heavens glow, but in my heart, you'll always grow.你踏遍四海，笑容依舊，溫暖如春風。
輕發皺，人生如戲，當面從容。你教我珍惜每一刻感動，你是浪花天使，溫柔如風，芬芳不凋零，愛永不朽。無論春秋，無論寒冬，你的微笑在心口停留。You placed an orchid in my palm, a silent whisper, a lasting sign that love like yours will never die. 你送的兰花静静绽放，诉说思念，诉说时光。You gave me warmth, you kept me strong. Now you shine where the heavens glow, but in my heart you'll always grow. 笑容依舊，溫暖如春風輕輕發皺。人生如戲，當面從容。你教我珍惜每一刻感動。你是浪花天使，溫柔如風，芬芳不凋零，愛永不朽。無論春秋，無論寒冬，你的微笑在心口停留。